Yeah, we'll go through it. Do you want, if you want me to turn on your microphone, I can too. By the way, do you want to do some commentary? Maddie, what's your last name? All right, let me write that down so I don't make a fool of myself. There we go. Mike Licio here with you. I've got Maddie Torres joining me for game 2. We'll get you the lineups in just a second. Jordan Sheets is the pitcher. She starts Brenna Lukensky off with a strike. Starting lineup for the Tritons, Brenna Lukensky leads off at short, batting second, Brooklyn Cardona in right field as that's fouled off. Batting third, Lauren Margolis, the first baseman. Skylar Reddish is the catcher. She bats fourth. Batting fifth, Ella Coiner in left field. Megan Diaz in center, batting sixth. Jaden Wright, the designated player, batting seventh. Sarah Sotorakis bats eighth at second. And Janice Casanas bats ninth at third. Jordan Sheets has a 1-2 count on Brenna Lukensky. Jordan pitched 1 inning and struck out 2 last week. This is her first start as a Saint. And that's a fly ball to left field. Maceda back on it. She has it 1 away. Brooklyn Cardona hitting .308 on the season. Comes in. Brooklyn was 1 for 5 in game 1. Eckerd is 3-1 on the season. The Saints 1-3. The final game of the Old Coast Classic. And that is back to Sheets. Over to Parker at first, and there's 2 away. We'll meet the Saints defensive lineup in just a moment. Lauren Margolis is the first baseman coming up. Lauren is 6 for 9 on the season. Hit a home run last game, her first of the season. Sheets starts her off with a ball. Maddie Childs behind the plate. Olivia Parker at first. Cassidy Crump at second. Abby O'Connor at short. Mackenzie Smith at third. Jordan Sheets is the pitcher. Jordan's birthday was Friday. Happy belated birthday. As that's low, ball 2. Paige Maceda in left. Jordan Moss in center. Trinity Fry in right field. A 2-0 count to Margolis. And that's in for a strike, 2-1. Gets the corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Counts full on deck. Ella Coiner. Excuse me, Skylar Reddish. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. That one misses. It's ball 4. It's the first walk issued by Sheets. And Margolis has her 4th walk of the afternoon. She walked 3 times in game 1. Skylar Reddish taking her guards off. The catcher coming up to the plate, hitting .364 on the season. Cut on and missed for a strike. Jordan Sheets was 20, takes that back, that's a ball, was made 21 starts last year in high school, was 10-7 with a 1.93 ERA. The freshman has a 1-1 count on Skylar Reddish here. Low ball 2, the runner at first, Lauren Margolis. That's dropped in for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. It's about 59 degrees. The sun is shining. About a 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing. Had been blowing in from left. Looks to be shifted to be blowing in from more towards center now. As the count runs full again, Ella Coiner on deck. That is grounded off the glove of Parker. In time, though, Crump recovers it, so that gets scored 3-4-3 on the ground out. And the side is retired. Back with the Saints lineup in just a moment. So we'll get the lineups in, and then I'll try and introduce you a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because I was trying to really focus on what the lineup was for the outfield and the batting for the Saints.
I know, it's tough when you get it last minute like that, but
yeah.
you can take it. I'm done with it. Avery Beauchesne is the starting pitcher for the Tritons. Avery making her second appearance of the year. 0-0 with a 191 ERA. Saints lineup, Paige Maceda leads off in left field. Abby O'Connor bats second. She's the shortstop. Cassidy Crump bats third at second base. Maddie Childs cleans up. She's the catcher. Olivia Parker bats fifth at first base. The designated player is Mercedes Salinas. She bats sixth. Mackenzie Smith at third base batting seventh. Jordan Moss in center batting eighth. Trinity Fry bats ninth in right field. And as you already know, Jordan Sheets is the pitcher. If you're wondering, Ari Bosch left game one with an injury. That is why she is not in the lineup. No other update other than that. Paige Maceda leading off, 294 on the season. No home runs for the left fielder, making her 119th straight appearance. She takes a strike. That's a fly ball down the right side, foul. Lands in the Saints baseball bullpen. Saints 1-1 on the weekend, as is Eckerd. Eckerd had a loss to West Alabama yesterday. Saints beat Emory and Henry on Friday. Tritons took game one here. It's 1-2 to Maceda. Beauchesne deals. Slap down the right side through the 5-hole. We'll see how they score that. But Maceda reaches base. Right through the wickets there. And it scored an error. That is an error for Lauren Margolis. Abby O'Connor comes up. Abby hitting .438 on the season. Shows bunt, pulls back, pitches a strike. Skylar Reddish behind the plate. Lauren Margolis at first base. Sarah Sotarakis at short. Brenna Lukensky, at second. Brenna Lukensky's at short. Janice Casanas at third. Ella Coiner in left. Megan Diaz in center. Brooklyn Cardona in right. Avery Beauchene, the pitcher. As that one is airmailed into center field. Stolen base by Maceda. Saints alum Alyssa Velez and Anna Dumovic in the stands today, if you couldn't hear. 1-1 to O'Connor. Slaps that foul. It's 1-2. O'Connor with a 3-game hitting streak coming into today, or into the second game. She extended that in game 1. Outside, and it's 2-2. Saints 1-3 on the season. They're 6th under Catherine Grant. Slap to third. Casanas up with it. Nice scoop at first by Margolis. But the runner moves over on the sacrifice. 5-3. And there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 33, Cassidy Crump.
Cassidy Crump comes up. 2 for 6 on the season. She's gotten a hit in both her games that she's played.
Thank you.
Joining me today is Maddie Torres. Maddie is a student at Flagler College.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Tell the people what you're studying.
I'm studying digital media production and minoring in film studies.
Excellent. Glad to have you aboard today.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. Crump lays down a bunt. And she couldn't squeeze it. She tried to trap it. So that is going to be an RBI. Maceda scores. We'll see what the official score says there. That is an error. So, been a tough start for Lauren Margolis. She's been charged with 2 errors in this inning, and the Saints lead 1-0. Third run scored on the year from Maceda. Maddie Childs comes up. She got a hitting streak snapped in game 1. Maddie had gotten hits in 3 straight games. She fouls that one off. Childs hitting .429 on the season. That's fouled off by Childs. She's down 0-2. Cassidy Crump, the runner at first base. The 0-2 pitch. That's high, ball 1. One and 2 to Maddie Childs. Pop fly, shallow right field. It's going to land foul. So, Maddie, what's your favorite part of being at Flagler College so far?
My favorite part? Well, I think it has to be how small it is and how close the relationships are with the students and the professors. I really do appreciate that. It makes learning much more fun.
Childs gets a hold of that one, but pulls it foul. It's 1 and 2. One and 2 to Maddie Childs. Crump the runner at first. Beauchene the pitcher. Cut on and missed. 2 away. First strikeout for Beauchene. As Olivia Parker steps to the plate. Parker hitting .231 on the season. Takes a strike. Crump in at second, and she's got a stolen base.
Good throw, Scout. Good throw, Scout.
For Crump, that was her first stolen base of the season. By the way, that was Paige Mercedes' second stolen base of the season earlier. Pitch was a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Cassidy Crump at second. Chop to third, picked up by Casanas over the first in time, and the side is retired. Saints get 1 run on 2 errors. Leave a runner stranded.
At the end of the first inning,
1 inning complete. The Saints lead 1-0. So I turned the microphones off between innings, and hopefully I remember to turn them back on. I joked that I forgot to turn it on 1 inning, and it's probably the best inning I've done in 6 years. But
Is there more slack on the wire?
oh, let me
I think
see.
you might be accidentally sitting on it.
No.
I think you're sitting on it.
That
Yeah, there you go. Sit.
I could actually move this between us.
I'll hold this.
At least I think I can. That might be as far as I can go with it. No, hold on.
Perhaps if you actually do a spin, that way the headphone. Yeah. There you go.
I'm just gonna keep it here.
Cool. Wow.
So
Yours is your.
top of the second. Jordan Sheets back to work.
now batting, the left fielder, number 1, Ella Coiner.
She'll face Coiner, Diaz, and Wright. Ella Coiner, 11 of 14 on the season. That's a 786 batting average, if you're wondering. 4 for 5 in game 1. Takes that one in the dirt from Jordan Sheets. Sheets from River Ridge High School in Newport Richey, Florida. That's fouled off. 1-1. Corner put the ball in play all 5 times. She came up in game 1. Sheets gets the corner there. 1 and 2. That's ripped foul. That's going to land in right field at Drysdale Field. It's 1 and 2. Off-speed pitch. Ooh. That came close to catching a spectator foul. Stays 1 and 2. Nice scoop by Childs. It's 2 and 2.
Here we go, 1, here we go.
Pointer is just in the zone right now. And that's ripped foul. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. So 3 changes in the field from game 1. Jordan Moss in center field. Stephanie Youngblood started game 1 there. Kirsten James started game 1 in right. That's a grounder to Cassidy Crump, and it's through her legs. And that's going to be an error on Crump, and Coiner is on base yet again. So Crump is one of the other changes. Ari Bosch was injured in game 1, so Crump starts game 2 and second. And then in right field, Trinity Fry starts this one instead of Kirsten James. Megan Diaz had a hitting streak snapped in game 1. Fouls that off. She's hitting .333 on the season.
We got Megan.
Megan hitting .333 over her last 8 games.
Fired up, Megan. Let's go 1-3.
That's a grounder to second. Nice backhand flip by Crump. And there's one away, but moving to second is Coiner. Jaden Wright, 1 for 4 on the season. Got her first college hit in game 1. She's once again the designated player. That's bunted foul, strike 1. I gotta be honest, Maddie, when I was a kid, I always dreamed of announcing a game on Super Bowl Sunday. And for the 2nd year in a row, I've gotten to do it.
Wow. Yeah, today is that day.
In fact, this is my 4th game, my 4th Super Bowl Sunday game. So take that, Joe Buck. It's 0-2 to Jaden Wright. Ella Coiner at second. Not many people can say that, though. You can say it, too, now.
Yeah, now that I can.
I called the game on Super Bowl Sunday.
You don't have to specify what kind of game.
Exactly.
It's that wow factor.
That's grounded foul. It's like my son and I went up when the Saints were playing, the boys basketball team was playing in the Peach Belt Championship last year. My son and I took a trip up to Augusta, Georgia, and we played a golf course in Augusta. Well, you know, Augusta National is where the Masters is held. We played Augusta Municipal, and I said, just tell your friends you played Augusta Municipal. Back to the circle. Sheets over to first in time, 2 away. Heads up base running by Coiner. She goes to third. 1-3 on the sacrifice. So Sarah Sotorakis comes up. Sotorakis hitless on the season. Comes up with a runner on third, though. That one low from Sheets. Ball one. Right down St. George Street, 1-1. I said that during the game last year. I said, right down St. George Street. I heard somebody say, where the bleep is that? Those are the things you hear on the visitor side.
Yeah. If you're a local St. Augustine, you know exactly where that is.
Absolutely. That's a roller to Smith. Over the first in time. So the Tritons get a runner on, but she's stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Saints. Bottom of the second, Salinas, Smith, and Moss due up for the Saints. Avery Beauchesne continues in the circle. Beauchesne from Tate High School in Pensacola, a junior. Tate and Cantonment, just about 5 miles from the Alabama border. Salinas leads off here. Had a double in game one, takes a strike there. Mercedes 2 for 5 on the season. Skipped in for a ball. And it's 1-1. Two and one.
Work hard here.
You got it, Avery.
Salinas starting her third game of the season. That one down and in. 3-1. On deck, Mackenzie Smith. That's a chopper deep in the hole. That's going to be a base hit, I believe, for Mercedes Salinas. Waiting for confirmation from the scorer. And it is. And it's a 3-game hitting streak for Mercedes Salinas. As Mackenzie Smith comes up. Mac 1 for 11 on the season, got a hit in game one. Her first hit since February of 2002. As Beauchene runs that by her first strike. Fly ball, center field. Coming in hard to get it is Diaz. And there's one away. Jordan Moss.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
Hitless on the season. Making the start in center field, her 4th of the season. Beauchene deals back to the circle. Beauchene couldn't get a handle on it. And that scored a hit. Jordan Moss has her first college hit. And it's first and second with one out as Trinity Fry comes up. Trinity Fry 0 for 2 on the season. Fouls that off the screen for a strike. Salinas at second, Moss at first.
Work it, Avery. Let's go, EC. Line up. Let's go, ladies.
That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A 1-run lead for the Saints here in the bottom of the second.
Hey, right here, Avery. Right here. Right here.
And that's grounded to second. Sotorakis over the first in time. Runners advance to second and third with 2 out. Back to the top of the order. The former Sun Lake Seahawk, Paige Maceda, comes up. Reached on an error, stole a base her first time up.
Here we go, EC. Fired up.
Nice location by Beauchene to find the inside corner there for a strike.
Got 2-0, 2-0.
Maceda finished second in doubles in the Peach Belt Conference.
Yes, baby.
Oh,
Woo! Yeah, Avery. Hey, right here. Here we go.
she didn't go around. That was up around her face mask, so it is what it is.
Let's go, ladies.
0-2. Outside, that one. Beauchene didn't get the call on. 1-2. Salinas at third, Moss at second. Down and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on here in the second.
Here we go, here we go. Right here, 2-0. Here we go, EC.
Nice inside out swing from Maceda, but it's fouled off.
Let's go, Avery.
Fly ball, right field, going back. Cardona She has it, and the side is retired, so the Saints leave 2 there. 2 innings complete, 1-0 Saints.
Did it feel like it just got colder?
Yeah, it's funny how when the sun goes away, how much it changes.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
BNS signs. Quality signage and service when it comes to signs.
So feel free to, anytime there's basically not something happening, feel free to jump in. So don't feel like you have to wait. If you feel like there's something you want to add or you just want to, feel free. As long as it's not in the middle of a play,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just a little worried that if, I start talking about something random.
no worries. Because the great thing about softball/baseball is that you just continue the conversation between pitches, So you stop, I call the pitch, we go back to what we were talking about.
Nice.
The broadcast kind of allows for that.
Okay. Makes sense. What's the difference between Eckerd's lineup? Because I redid it and I noticed.
The only difference is this person didn't play in game 1. Sodorakis. They had a Coiner played second base in game 1, and she's playing left field in this game.
Okay.
Now batting, the third base.
9-1-2, top of the order will come up after Casanas this inning. Janice Casanas, 455 on the season, playing third base.
Go, Nisi!
Somebody tossed a towel into the Eckerd dugout and it got stuck to the netting. Casanas has played in all 5 games this year for Eckerd. Fouls that one off. Jordan Sheets, the former River Ridge Royal Knight, in the circle. There's a bunt by Casanas. Parker over the Robinson, not in time. That's Crump this time. So that's a single for Casanas.
Now batting, the shortstop.
She was 3 for 4 in game 1. And she's on here. Back to the top of the order. Brenna Lukensky from Cooper City High School in Cooper City. Flied out to left her first time up. Shows bunt, pulls back, throw in the second, not in time. So Casanas with a stolen base. Her third of the afternoon. Her 4th of the season. Seems like the strike zone's been extended in this second game. It's 0-2. Chop to Parker. She applies the tag.
Hey, way to move the runner. Way to
Now
move.
batting, the right fielder.
Casanas advances to third. And there's one away for Brooklyn Cardona, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. Catherine Grant having a discussion with the home plate umpire. And he's going to go have a discussion with the infield umpire. And Casanas had to return to second. I'll try and get an explanation for you between innings. Fly ball, deep right field. Coming in and grabbing it is Moss with a rifle back in. There's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
Lauren Margolis from Miami went to Palmetto Senior High School. Walked for the 4th time today, her first time up. Very patient at the plate. She's going to wait for her pitch to hit, and she took a strike there. She put one ball in play, and it wasn't even in play. She hit it over the right field fence for a home run. That's back to the circle. Great job by Sheets to field it, and the side is retired. So Cassana's stranded at second. Through 2.5, it's 1-0 Saints. So an explanation on why Casanas had to return to second. So, on that play, Lukensky ran back towards home plate when Parker tried to tag her. You can't make the play we saw Javi Baez make for the Cubs where he turned the ground out up the baseline into a double. Once the runner returns towards home plate, any runner in advance has to return to their original base. O'Connor, Crump, and Childs do up this inning as O'Connor waves and misses at that one. It's a tough time for the hitters because now there's a shadow over home plate, so the ball is coming out of the shadows. O'Connor had to sacrifice her first time up. Down and away. From Oxford, Pennsylvania, the Oxford area Hornet then went to the College of Central Florida where she hit .333 over her last 7 games of the season there. Has had a hit in all 3 games she's played for the Saints. It's 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. It seems fair to ask where Oxford, Pennsylvania is if you don't know. It's in Chester County, which is southwest of Philadelphia. I think we probably could figure out who Abby's rooting for tonight. As that's fouled off. Personally, I'm picking Kansas City. At least that's what I picked on my Saturday radio show. Shameless plug, Rich and Mike Sports Show, WNZF, Saturdays at 7:30 in the morning. As that's fouled off. Just feel like when you have 2 teams that are even, pick the team that has the better quarterback. And I think Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback. He's not Patrick Mahomes. 2-2 pitch. Skips outside. The count is full. On deck, Cassidy Crump. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Haven't gotten to see Abby O'Connor very much. You know, she's brand new to the Saints. This is the 3rd game I've seen her. Abby knows how to work the count and knows how to work pitchers. I can see that right away. She's able to fight off pitches and work deep into at-bats. That's chopped to third. Casanas up with a strong throw to first in time, and there's one away. Cassidy Crump. Transfer by way of Coral Springs Charter School, Indian River State, and Florida International. Reached on an error, stole a base her first time up. I bought a pair of gloves just for occasions like tonight, and I left them at home. Line foul.
Yeah. The only downside about Florida weather is so unpredictable. It's hot
And we've
one
seen it all this weekend. It was gorgeous Friday morning, and then it was kind of nasty Friday night. Miserable yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It was not too windy and and it was kind of warm this morning. Now it's cold and windy, and the sun's out at least for now. Down and away.
Yeah.
So when you have the shadow over the field, sometimes it's hard for the hitters to pick up the ball. So we'll see how Crump does with that. Ooh. I don't know what broke.
Huh.
Something of the umpires is he caught a stray there. But something was in pieces. He walks it off. It's 2-1. Base is empty here in the bottom of the 3rd. Outside, 3-1 on deck, Maddie Childs. Cassidy Crump is a Coral Springs Charter Panther, 2-time state champion. Ripped to left field, that's a base hit. And she reaches for the 2nd time today. That'll bring up the former Spruce Creek Hawk from Port Orange, Florida, Maddie Childs.
Now batting, red catcher, number 4.
Transfer from Pensacola State. Was all Panhandle Conference at Pensacola State. Off the end of the bat. Into the hands of Margolis. And there's 2 away. Olivia Parker from First Day Presbyterian School. She's from Perry. You may ask, where's Perry? It's in Georgia. It's just an excuse to say, where's Perry? It's a ball.
Well, you think they do much?
Don't know if you know Phineas and Ferb. Probably too old for that. I have young kids, as that's a ball. I have a son and a daughter, and I have 3 little nieces, 9, 3, and 1. And so, very familiar with Phineas and Ferb, which they're bringing back, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
That's in for a strike, 2-1 to Olivia Parker.
Are they making like an all grown up or a reboot?
I don't know. I think it's just a continuation. I'm kind of excited to find out. And with a 9-year-old around, because it seems like our kids are always at each other's houses. That's ripped into the gap. That should be 2. Parker digging in. She's going to hold up after a great throw in by Diaz. There's runners at the corners after a single from Olivia Parker. But yeah, it seems like between my sister-in-law and my house, our kids are always with each other. My niece stayed the night last night.
Nice.
We had 2 of the 3 at one point. I always joke there's somewhere between 1 and 7 kids at my house at all times. Because what happens is I've got my twins, I've got the 3 nieces, and then sometimes I got the nieces' friends, I've got my daughter's friends, I got my son's friends. So I've got cousins, my wife's cousins' babies over there. So we've become the hub. So, it's nice though. Then again, sometimes it's nice to be out at the softball field.
Would have preferred the sun to be out just a little bit more because I'm over here shivering.
It is a little cold.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have one 13-year-old little brother. Yeah.
Who's the favorite?
Well, we have a running joke in my family that I'm the favorite daughter and he's the favorite son.
See, I have 1 and 1, and I always say I don't like either one of them. It's not true. Although, allegedly, my wife has a favorite. It depends on which child you ask. One will tell you she does. The other will tell you she doesn't. I won't confirm or deny.
That is funny. My father does have the same ideology that he's like, well, I don't pick either of you guys.
Exactly. Exactly.
It definitely does not cause any competition between the 2 of us.
Mercedes Salinas comes up. The former Immokalee Indian. 6A Player of the Year. All-County Golfer takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out. Here in the 3rd, 4 hits for the Saints in their 5th game of the season. The 6-hitter Salinas at the plate. Parker to runner at first. At 3rd is Crump. Grounded to short. Over the first in time is Lekensky, and the side is retired. So the Saints put 2 more on. Can't get a run across. 3 innings complete. It's 1-0.
At the end of 3.
Wow, it is freezing.
It is bad. Sometimes when I have a player who's from somewhere far away, like somewhere cold, I'll pull it up just so I can say the weather. Like we had a player, Zoe Mooney. She was from Morton, Illinois, which is like in the middle of, like about 2 hours from Chicago. And so, it was always fun to say, oh, it's a chilly 55 degrees. And then she'd come up and like, in Morton, it's 11. Top of the 4th. Reddish, Coiner, Diaz will come up this inning. Jordan Sheets. No strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit through 3 scoreless. As Reddish comes up. Reddish grounded to first for first time up. Takes the ball to start the 4th. She's from Live Oak, Sewanee Bulldog. Sewanee Bulldogs came down to Flagler County this year in football. A good night for FPC. It's 1-1. Off the end of the bat. Nice play by Crump to run that down. And there's one away.
Now batting. The left fielder. Number 1, Ella Coiner.
Ella Coiner, who failed to get a hit for only the 4th time this season, but still found her way to first base, comes up. From Lakewood Ranch High School in Bradenton, Florida. Takes a strike there. Sometimes there's an adjustment going from the high school level to the college level. Ella's taken to it like a fish to water. That one darts just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in a 1-run game. Diving catch by Paige Maceda in left field. Paige Maceda robs Coiner of a hit. So Coiner's 0 for 2. If the first 5 games of her college career are any indication, she's going to rewrite some of the Eckerd record books. Megan Diaz comes up, still searching for her first hit of the day. Grounded to second her first time up. From Westminster Christian School in Miami, she takes the ball. Paige Maceda, a great defensive left fielder. One of the strongest outfield arms in the Peach Belt Conference as well. That's chopped to O'Connor. Over the first. Tough play for Parker. She was looking directly into the sun on that one. That's something we talked about, the shadows for pitching. About the directly into it. Halfway home. Yesterday at 9 o'clock, or not yesterday, Friday, playing at 9 a.m., the sun was on my back, and I'm like, I've never dealt with that. And I wonder if they've ever dealt with.
The sun would have been in their eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting here. So Sheets pitched. So Sheets is done. She pitched 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, struck out none, walked 1. We got a pitching change. Myself because Eckerd is in white. Usually the home team wears white, and I just confused myself there because I saw a different picture. Of course I did because it's the other team.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 4th. Mike Licio, Matty Torres here with you on a cool February Super Bowl Sunday. Mackenzie Smith, Jordan Moss, Trinity Fry come up the bottom of the order here in the 4th. Avery Beauchene, 1 run on 4 hits. It's an unearned run. Continues in the circle. That's a grounder to short. Lukensky up with it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5, Jordan Moss.
Jordan Moss from Macon, Georgia, went to Windsor Academy. While playing for the Knights, she was 4-time All-Region, 3-time All-State. Singled her first time up, her first college hit. Or her first hit as a Saint, I should say. does make a difference once that sun gets low. I could probably take these off. Have my sunglasses on. I'll have a windburned raccoon face in the morning. Diving catch, what a play there.
By number 14.
That is Margolis flashing the leather. We've gotten to see a couple great defensive plays this inning, huh? Paige Macedo with the diving catch, then Lauren Margolis. Trinity Fry from Beloit, Wisconsin, takes a strike. Went to Turner High School. Was a junior college All-American at Rock Valley College. Was the Division III tournament MVP. No balls, one strike, two out. So the third hitter of the inning, Trinity Fry, here in the fourth. And it's now 1-1. That is low. 2-1. Just for the record, you would think that Beloit, Wisconsin would be a lot colder than it is here. Right now it's 58 here and 49 there, so it's not that much warmer here.
Wow.
They're probably still laughing at us. That's fouled off, 2-2.
2 for you, Avery, right here, kid.
In the day job, I used to work with a company based in north central Wisconsin, about halfway between Milwaukee and Minneapolis, and they would always call and I'd say, what's the weather? And they always talked about the temperature in terms of above and below. And I'd always say, below what? They're like 0. I said, temperature can get that low?
Oh, yeah.
Nice at bat here for Trinity Fry as she continues to fight pitches off.
My freshman year at Flagler, it blew my mind that Florida could get to 38 degrees. Especially in St. Augustine. Oh, wow.
People don't realize that it gets cold up here in North Florida. But by the same token, if you go down to South Florida, you go down to, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, that area, the humidity is a different level than it is even here. Nice play there at second by Soterakis, and the side is retired. 4 in a row retired for Avery Beauchesne. 4 innings complete. Saints lead 1-0. I have arthritis in my hands. I'm not going to go through this anymore. And then, like I said, I forgot him.
Warm up.
They'll take a lap up and down the left field line. You'll see other teams will come out in like the third or fourth inning. They'll come out and the whole team will warm up in the outfield between innings just to keep everybody loose. I guess we have a new catcher. Madison Vogel takes over behind the plate for Maddie Childs.
Now catching for the Saints, number 11, Madison Vogel.
Vogel making her second appearance of the season. She is from Bethany, Illinois, Okaw Valley High School, transferred from Parkland College.
The designated player, number 2, Jaden Wright.
Right, Soterakis Kasanas due up this inning for Jordan Sheets. First pitch is a ball. That pitch is a ball. It's 2-0. To Jaden Wright, the freshman from Hernando High School in Brooksville, Florida. As that skipped in for ball 3. On deck, Sarasota Rockets. Catherine Grant wants to have a quick word with Jordan Sheets. But yeah, winter is different here in North Florida. We do get cold snaps. No, we don't get, weeks and months of it, except for one winter. I do remember winter of 2010. I'll never forget. I have a black car, and I keep seeing white dots hit my car and then disappear, and then I realize it's flurrying.
Wow. 2010. That was... How old was I? I was 8 years old.
You were 8 years old, yeah.
Wow.
I was a young 29. My kids were about a year and a half old. Gets the call there on 3-0. We went down to South Florida the next day after that incident because we were going to visit family down there. And it was 37 degrees. Strong throw by O'Connor, but not in time. That's an infield single. And that is Wright's second hit of the afternoon, her first today. And the leadoff runner is aboard for Eckerd.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 7.
Sarasota Rockets still looking for her first hit of the season. She's a sophomore from American Heritage in Miramar. That's a school, American Heritage, with a talented athletic program. I got to call a football game when they played Ponte Vedra in the state championship. They had 4 guys in the NFL draft.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was something. 1-0 to Soda Rockets. Bunts that foul, 1-1.
You know that Soda Rockets was also a member of the bowling team?
Yes. I'm a big fan of athletes who diversify. And not surprisingly, we talk about the depth of the American Heritage Athletic Program. She won a state championship there.
Wow.
Oh! That's bunted foul, but that could have ended very badly. I'm a very inconsistent bowler. I'll bowl 50 and then I'll bowl 100, but never well. I bowled 172 once. I'm not sure how I did it.
Wow. I've only ever went to 98. That was my best score.
Nice pitch by Sheets. Down looking goes Sotarakis. There's one away. Janice Casanas comes up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 8, Janice Casanas.
Janice, 6 for 12 on the season. That's a 500 batting average. If you get 3 hits out of 10, you're pretty good at this. She's gotten 5 out of 10, 6 out of 12. Nice bunt there. Moves the runner over. She did her job. 5-4 on the sacrifice. Jaden Wright to second. Brenna Lukensky comes up for the 3rd time today. Brenna grounded right to Olivia Parker her last time up. Flew out to left her first time up. Sheets gets the call there for a strike. That's grounded to O'Connor. She waits on it, fires the first in time, and the side is retired. So a leadoff single stranded there. 9 of the last 10 retired by Sheets. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Saints.
guys. It's so cold. Oh my gosh. It was crazy. Friday was like hot.
Yeah.
I was wearing black, and I was like, oh, okay. I'll be all right.
Well, I had a black shirt on. I can feel the sun burning my back at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. They don't have a throw in the second base. They just toss it back. Top of the fifth. Excuse me, bottom of the fifth. Top of the order. Paige Maceda, Abby O'Connor, Cassidy Crump against Avery Beauchene. She's allowed one run. She struck out one. Has not issued a walk. That one run was unearned thanks to 2 errors in the infield. Maceda 0 for 2 today. Made a great catch in the fifth. Excuse me, in the fourth. As she fouls that off. Paige's sister Larkin plays at Palm Beach Atlantic. Softball family.
Go, Avery. Here we go, EC.
Outside, 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. Base hit up the middle for Maceda. She has a 4-game hitting streak now as she leads off the fifth with a single.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Abby O'Connor.
4-game hitting streak for Maceda now after that single. Abby O'Connor comes up. Grounded to third twice today. See if Maceda's running here. She's 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts this year. Pitch at the knees, doesn't get the call. It's 1-0.
Hey, come on, Avery. Bring that up. Bring that up back there, Skyler. Let's go. Right here, Avery.
That's a roller to third. Kasanis up with it. O'Connor does her job and moves the runner over there. She sacrifices for the second time today. Maceda to second.
Batting the second baseman, number 33, Cassidy Crump.
Cassidy Crump 1 for 2 today. Reached on an error in the first. Singled her last time up. Rips that one foul. Nice fielding by Catherine Grant off the carom. She still got it. It's like riding a bike. You never forget. Oh, 1 pitch. Reddish tried to frame it. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. A 1-run lead for the Saints. 1 hit for Eckerd in the ball game.
We see you, EC. Let's go, ladies.
That's a grounder, backhanded. Heads up play to third. Could not get the tag though. So Crump reaches on a fielder's choice. Maceda to third. Lukensky was quick to get that out of her hands, but Macedo was just a hair quicker.
It was a beautiful slide by Diaz.
Now batting, the catcher, number 11, Madison.
Madison Vogel comes up. Vogel was a three-sport athlete in high school.
What other sports did you do?
Volleyball and basketball.
Wow.
Here we go, hold it down, let's go, EC!
She was all conference in all three sports, too.
Wow.
So she wasn't just hanging out riding the pine. She was contributing in all three.
Being good at three sports, that's impressive.
It sure is.
Yeah, I struggle being good at one.
I'm still trying to find one. Wiffle ball doesn't count.
Work hard, ladies!
Used to be the heck of a wiffle ball player. I used to play a lot of basketball, but I was never any good at it.
Here we go!
I tell my niece, I said, back in the day, I said, I used to be really good at throwing the ball up to your dad for alley-oops. I said, that was the only move I had.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Maceda's at third. Crump's at first. Vogel's at the plate with one out. Beauchene in the circle.
Let's go, EC!
Gave up a run after a couple errors in the first inning, but she's been pretty solid today. 2-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat. It's going to tail foul. And it's 2-2. There's some coaches who like to have players specialize in a sport, and it's not for everybody. I feel like if you have the ability to play sports, you only get the opportunity to play sports for so long, so you may as well play as many as you can. Nice at bat here by Vogel as she continues to fight pitches off. And then there's skills that you get from other sports that translate over to the sport you're playing. Volleyball, you've got to be able to react. Basketball helps you with your footwork.
Definitely.
Roll her back to the circle. Beauchene knocks it down. Over the first, Maceda scores. So it's a sacrifice RBI for Madison Vogel as she gets Maceda home, and the Saints lead 2-0.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10, Olivia Parker.
Madison Vogel's first RBI is the Saint. Maceda's fourth run of the season. As Parker takes the ball low. 1-0. Parker 1 for 2. Olivia Parker had 6 home runs last year. Beauchene might have gotten squeezed on that one. It's 2-0. Crump's the runner at second. Chopped foul. 2-1. Saints with a runner in scoring position would like to get another run across here. That's into the gap, and that's going to get down. This should be 2 for Parker. Crump comes in to score. Parker digs in the second. She's got an RBI double, and it's 3-0.
Now batting, the designated player, number 12.
Crump scores.
Carlinas.
Her second run scored of the season. For Olivia Parker, it's her third RBI. And Katie Profit might be going to the bullpen here. Brielle Benefield going to make her second appearance of the afternoon. She's 1-1 with a 4.50 ERA. Avery Beauchesne's day is done.
Your attention, please.
She pitched 5 2/3.
Number 3.
Allowed 6 hits,
Benefield.
3 runs. She's also responsible for Crump. 2 earned. Struck out 1, walked none. So this will be Benefield's second appearance of the day. Her 4th of the season. She's also started 2 games. Benefield from Seminole, Florida, went to Admiral Farragut Academy. Pitched 2 scoreless innings in game 1. Allowed 2 hits. One of those to the batter now, Mercedes Salinas, who doubled. In fact, Benefield gave up a double to Salinas and a single to Parker, who's now at second base. She starts Salinas off with a strike. Mercedes 1 for 2 today. 3 for 7 on the season. Ripped down the left field line, and it falls foul.
Hey, 2 for you, kid.
Strike 2 to Salinas. We're about 32 minutes from Super Bowl kickoff.
Here we go, EC.
I got some wings brining in the fridge. Can't wait to pop those into the oven.
That's a classic. Having wings on Super Bowl Sunday, always.
Probably going to miss the Super Bowl party I was invited to, so I'm going to have one of my own. As Salinas pops that up in no man's land. Diving attempt, but not able to get there is Soterakis. A hustle play just out of her reach, though. So Salinas still hangs in there 0-2.
Hey, spin it here, kids, spin it!
Fly ball, shallow center field. Coming in all the way to get it is Diaz. And the side is retired, but the Saints add a run. In fact, they add 2. 5 innings complete. It's 3-0 Saints. At least the wings died down.
Yeah.
St. Augustine Marina for all your boating and
Top of the sixth. 2-3-4 up for the Tritons. Cardona, Margolis, and Reddish. Jordan Sheets, 2-hit shutout so far through 5. No strikeouts. One strikeout. She's walked one. Cardona 0 for 2 today. One for 7 in the doubleheader. Cardona trying to extend her hitting streak to 10 games. Swings and misses at that one.
the right fielder, C9, Brooklyn Cardona.
Coming into this game, she was hitting .379 during that hitting streak. Shows bunt, pulls back, pitches the ball, 1-1. Brooklyn Cardona was an academic All-American. She's down in the count 1-2. Sheets ready. Off-speed pitch, slow roller. Crum has to hurry. In time. One away.
Batting, the first baseman, number 14.
Great pivot by Crum to get that ball to first base. Lauren Margolis, who had a defensive gem of her own earlier today. 0 for 1 with a walk. She's walked 4 times in the doubleheader and hit a home run. Right down St. George Street for strike 1. Off the end of the bat, charging is Smith. Over the first, in time, 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, number 11, Skylar Reddish.
Skylar Reddish 0 for 2 today, comes up. Skylar also trying to extend a 6-game hitting streak. Takes that on the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Saints lead by 3 as that's fouled off by the number 4 hitter, Skylar Reddish. And it's 0-2.
Hey, push through it, kid. Let's go.
Nobody better once.
Slow roller, Smith up with it. Over the first in time. 6 in a row. Retired by Sheets. She's retired 15 of the last 16. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Saints lead 3-0.
Their gloves keeps their hands warm.
It's funny because, like, this time of year, you think I'd rather be up in there. When it's hot, there's no air conditioning there, so At least out here, I've got air circulating.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the sixth, 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Saints. Smith, Moss, and Fry. Brielle Benefield in her second inning of relief.
The third baseman, number 32, Mackenzie Smith.
She's pitched 2 1/3 scoreless innings on the day.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. 3.
Smith 0 for 2 today. Fly ball. Right field. Cardona up with it. 1 away.
Here we go, we.
Jordan Moss comes up. 1 for 2. Hit a scorcher that was snagged by Lauren Margolis.
Fielder, number 5, Jordan Moss.
A great play by the first baseman. Her last time up. Fly ball. High pop-up, shallow left field. Coming a long way to get it. And bringing it in his corner, and it's 2 away. Trinity Fry is grounded to second twice today.
The right fielder, number 6, Trinity Fry.
Come on, 3. Let's go, EC.
That one high for a ball, 1-0.
Here we go, baby.
Benefield delivers. Outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Foul back off the screen. You saw my son was with me earlier, Maddie. My daughter, she came to one game in 5 years, and I'd say in the 5, and this is my 6th season, I'd say in this little general area here, I've had, including one today, about half a dozen pop flies like come within striking distance. That day there was 4 of them.
Wow.
So we were like under siege the entire day, and after that she decided she wasn't coming back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out for Trinity Fry.
Here we go, ladies. Let's go, EC.
Face hit up the middle. Cut off in center field by Diaz. That'll hold Fry to a single. And Trinity's now 1 for 3.
Now batting,
Brings up Paige Maceda.
13, Paige Maceda.
Maceda 1 for 3. Singled and scored her last time up. Takes one there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 3 runs for the Saints. This is the 4th batter of the inning. Paige Maceda. Fly ball, left field. It's going to carry. And Coiner grabs it. And the side is retired. So a 2-out single by Trinity Fry. She's left there.
At the end of 6 innings,
We go to the top of the 7th. One last chance for the Tritons. 3-0 Saints.
Flagler College would like to thank its corporate partners. St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, services unique as life. Stella Group, seeking solutions further. Sunshine Realty, for all your real estate needs. Taylor and Waldrop, Seance lawyers backed by experience. The McLeod Firm, all the personal injury attorneys you can depend on. Significant Spellman PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. UBS Financial, pursue what matters to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. And Invest in Metal, We are customer-centric and solutions-based metal supplier. Flagler fans, if you want to support all Flagler athletic teams, join the Saints Club. Visit www.flaglerathletics.com.
We're going to see how quickly I can pack up. Top of the 7th, last chance for the Tritons. They'll have Coiner, Diaz, and Wright. Coiner 0 for 2 today, but arguably the hottest hitter in the country right now.
Number 1, Ella Coiner.
Leading off, Jordan Sheets trying to put the finishing touches on this one. That one drops in. Corner held up, ball one. Oh, way out in front. Nice, nasty pitch by Sheets there. It's 1-1. Corner put her foot in the bucket on that one. 1-1 pitch. That's in for a strike. It's 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Moss calls off Fry and has it one away.
Now,
Megan Diaz.
Center fielder, number 13, Megan.
Been a tough day for Megan at the plate. Was 0 for 5 in game 1, 0 for 2 in game 2. That one in the dirt. Nice stop by Vogel. Skips in for ball 2. In for a strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Sheets. Skips in. It's 3-1 on deck. Jaden Wright. Fighting it off. Smith over to first in time. Great pitch by Sheets. She crossed Diaz up.
Now batting, the designated player.
And the Tritons are down to their last out.
Right.
Jaden Wright, 1 for 2 today. Had a sacrifice in the second, singled in the 5th.
Here we go, Jaden!
2 hits in the doubleheader.
Jaden! Here we go, EC!
That's in for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. A 3-run Saints lead. Here in the top of the 7th. Outside.
Yeah, Jaden!
1-1.
Right here, EC! Let's go, Jaden! Starting with 2, Jaden!
Fly ball left field. It's going to get down. That's a fair ball. Quickly thrown back in by Maseda, and the Tritons have life as the tying run is now on deck.
Now batting.
Wright 2 for 3 in the game.
Number 7, Sarah Soberak.
Sodarakis comes up. She's 0 for 2 today. Looking for her first hit of the season. Off-speed pitch misses, ball 1. Catherine Grant gonna have a quick word with her pitcher. Tritons down to their last out. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Eckerd. Jaden Wright has 2 hits. The remaining Tritons are just 1 for 24 today. So Sodarakis at the plate, ahead in the count 1-0. Wright the runner at first. Sheets in the circle. She fires. That's in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Sheets ready. In for a strike. Great pitch there. And the Tritons are down to their last strike. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Number 2, Jaden Wright on first. It's a 2-run. It's a 3-run lead. Ripped foul. Potential tying run on deck. It's Janice Casanas, who's 4 for 6 today. Just off the corner, and the count is full. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. For number 7, Sodarakis. In the dirt, she draws a walk. And that brings Janice Casanas up as the potential tying run.
The third baseman. Number 8.
Second walk issued today by Sheets. Looks like we're going to have a pitch runner. That's Mackenzie Smith. That would be, there are currently 2 Mackenzie Smiths on the field. One's at first base, the runner. The other, the third baseman for the Saints. Mackenzie had a run scored versus Ursuline last week. She's a freshman, but they don't list where she's from on the Triton roster. Right at second. Smith at first. Sheet steals. Fly ball, right field. Hang it up there. Fry has it, and the game is over. A 3-hit shutout for Jordan Sheets in her first start as a Flagler Saint. And the Saints improve to 2-3 on the season. She gets the win. She goes to 1-0. Avery Beauchesne takes the loss. She goes to 0-1. Eckerd now 3-2 on the season. Saints now 2-3. 3 runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Saints. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Tritons. Saints are home Tuesday against Barry at 3 o'clock. I'll see you there. Maddie Torres, thank you for joining me.
Of course, thank you. It was a pleasure. Love these girls are amazing at what they do, and it's always nice seeing what they can do on the field.
Believe it or not, I can't think of anywhere I'd like to be other than being here when what I call my seasons in the sun, although the sun was not much of a help today.
It sure was not. I would have appreciated the sun to be out just a little bit longer. That way we are not freezing like icicles over here.
Well, it's 9 minutes to kick off for the Super Bowl. I've got the Chiefs plus 1.5. Until Tuesday, this is Mike Licio signing off for myself and Maddie Torres on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Have a good night.
Depends on what time it is. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I should be here. I don't have classes at 3 o'clock, so.
I guess if you want to talk to John, either way, but as far as I'm concerned, you're welcome anytime.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You know.
On Tuesday.
But you got one in the books.
Yeah.
This was 285 for me. I'm a nerd. I track it. This is my 93rd softball game.